Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day this is for you. Another dark one today, yep, up before the sun again. It's almost coming up, it's almost 7 now. Well, it's not that early. Oh, yeah. So this will be my last one for a while. Free flowing, Freaky Fridays. Hope you have a fun Halloweeny, whatever you do. I'll still come on to videos at some point. Just right now, I am just really needing to focus on me. I keep trying to. I keep feeling selfish about that, or feel like I'm going to be vain, or but I know that I'm not, and so I've never thought myself better than anybody. I've always felt less than. I never really put myself above. I'm in joking ways to build up my comments, but I never truly believed that. So I never wanted anybody to really hear that, because I didn't really feel that, Like, oh yeah, they all want me. I'm just, everybody. Like, to know me is to love me, all that, right? And sing the song, oh Lord, it's hard to be humble, but I don't. I've always said perfectly imperfect. Like, I've been saying that since before it became like a little catchphrase, right? That's just always been me. Anyways, welcome. It's me, English the Bagman, Jackie Quay, your friendly, free ass, sweetgrass, walnut medicine woman. Also, Christianity Carr, Chrissy Carr, superstar. All this beautiful divine being right here. Welcome, all you beautiful divine beings, right here too. How goes it with you? Huh? My kitty's home this weekend. I love them so much, and I miss them. It's just my biggest dream. I went through Christy Carr, superstar, all of that, but really, I've been kind of old-fashioned in that way. But then a tour, right? So I felt like, need to be there for my family, be an example for my family, especially my mother. Be what they needed, be what they wanted, be what they accepted. I don't know, whatever that was. It's hard, but my biggest dream, right, is to be the best mom that I can be. That was the way I thought I could make a difference in the world. Being a more peaceful, loving being. And I worked hard. My firstborn, I learned that, reading in a magazine or probably one of the textbooks or something, that before the age of 5, children can't really understand those big emotions. So that's why they put like the age things on movies and things like that. So they may look like they're intensely, in watching, or into the show that they're watching, but they don't know how to understand those emotions. So till he was like 5 or 6, the Lion King, I would fast forward the intense emotion part, so he didn't get to see when the father was dropped or anything till older. I didn't have that much, I'm gonna say, control or whatever, but with my 3 youngest, and I see a difference just in what they've been able to watch on TV. Just with that one small difference, I've seen that, because I did. It was more, not strict, but I had more regulations. I knew like he'd be watching things. Pokemon was something that didn't come on our TV at home until he was old enough to say, "Mom, it's not real." So I knew that he understood that. But I see big, huge difference. Had a little bit more with the next one, and then the youngest, that's where it's got off. They get to do whatever they want. It's not fair for those older ones either that had the restrictions. So I remember that too. But as we get older, we think, okay, maybe we're too strict on that one, so maybe the rules get a little looser for the next ones to come along. It's not the first one's fault, whatever that is. I don't know. Just need my children back. I need them as much as they need me to get into that routine, to have those consistency. I need that with autism and stuff too, because I can get into something else, but then it's just like, it's not my children. It's my children. I prepared myself for this more than anything. More than anything, I prepared to be mom. And I knew it wasn't going to be permanent, right? I didn't have my kids for me. I knew they were only going to be with me for a short time. And it was going to be this short. I thought I'd be involved in my grandchildren's lives. So I don't want to keep doing this on here. It's hard to reconcile or bring that together, right? You tell yourself, no, they really do care, when always, when what's showing on the outside is not, you know? It's people that truly care actually listen, and what is it that you really need, right? They don't try to tell you what you need. Anyways, let's just grab one for free flowing Fridays. I hope you have a happy Halloweenies. Okay. Calling in all of our directions from the east, path of illumination and clarity, place of fire, place of man. Calling back all of our energies from the south. So waters, the emotions, the place of innocence, the child. Calling back all of our energies from the west, the earth, the physical, place of woman and introspection. Calling back all of our energies from the north, the air, the mental, the wisdom years. Walking the red road, our earth walk goes from south. In childhood, we go for that vision quest to find out what is our purpose here? What were we made for? What did we come here to do? Right, we get up to the north. Maybe we've had that. We see that it's not magic. We all have a little bit of magic in us. And what is that? We can tap into our own magic, whatever you call it. Magic, miracles, right? Mending, molding, I don't know. We see that it seems if we stay in touch with that magic, we explain everything away. Like as a child, we see everything with this sense of awe and wonder. You return to that. Can you see that? East to west is the blue road of spirit. That's the holy mountain. So many mountains. Go up to the top of the mountain. They get closer to God. Whatever. It's right in here. You're closest to God when you're inside yourself. Whatever that is for you. Because it's always with you. You are not separate from spirit. East to west. Blue road of spirit is with you. Always. That's this. The seer, right? You go to see that in you, in yourself. Can you see those? Okay, in that light. The seer. Right, that's when we go within to see that vision quest. All about going within, above, below, and within. There we go. And now just the one. Just the one. Please and thank you. For us to think, focus on whatever that is. There we go. These guys back here, what's that? We have completion. Completion and ooh, the crow. I love the crow. The law, and then the crow was up yesterday. What's the law? Spiritual laws, not the man's laws. What's the spiritual laws? And what's our main card? The drum. Our own timing. I've been feeling that call to get back to my drum. Get some drumming. Do some meditations. Be my freaky ass wild medicine woman self. Return to that. Right, be who you want to be with, because you're always going to be with you. So, you know, you see, give yourself what you need, right? If you can, and ask for it. Maybe you need help to get that. Like, can't massage myself. I can't give myself chiropractic adjustments. Oh, need help with that. So. No shame in that either. You need some help. That's something that I have to get over. Embarrassed that I need help, but I don't think anybody should be embarrassed if they need help, right? Except for me. So that's a hard in my head too. Not better or whatever. Like I should know better, and that was just really drilled into me so hard. Above, below, and within. Be considerate of everybody else. Considerate of everybody else. I'm so considerate of everybody else. I barely consider my own self. Because, I know, and it's just like everybody else. We teach people how to treat us. Oh, I'm fine. I know that I'm fine. I know that I'm supplied by Source. So, right, whatever, right? I don't expect it from anybody else. I'll go get myself filled up from Source. But then, right, am I open to receiving? What is that then? I can't really see those things. It's so dark. That's all right. Maybe I light the candle up hard on, huh? Maybe I'll light a candle up. Then you can see that. Well, you can see it's a crow, right? Whatever. Let's get one of these Moon Woman cards. Moon Woman card. Oh. There we go. Can you see that okay? There we go. Oh, we're going to put that up. How about this one? Going to the drum, right? That call to action, that internal timing. Right? That call to action, hearing that action. And then going, like she's riding swiftly. That drum beat matched the heart and said, it's time to go. So off they go. That's a 14, and then this one behind it is 13. That's what we're looking at. Her. Ow. Oh my goodness graciousness. Okay. Put these over her. We'll get out the books and we'll read these cards. As the coyote once seen past the cultural illusions, being able to laugh at ourselves. Oh, heaven. Been feeling discarded. I put myself on the back things too. That's why I need to make myself a priority. I am worthy, just as worthy as anybody else. I don't think that I'm better than anybody else. I don't think I'm worse than anybody else. But, I deserve to do some self-care too. I deserve that. Because I don't know. I get hopeful about these things, and I don't know. I can't see how I can realistically keep this. That's one of the things. It's been said that, oh, I'm delusional, I'm unrealistic. Maybe I am. I thought I could do this. But it was never meant for me to do it alone. I don't want to be the little red hen. We have those things like that field of dreams, you build it, they will come, and I'm trying to do that. And, but realistically, right, I cannot do it on my own. I'm not in the physical shape anymore. Not in the physical shape anymore to do this all on my own. I could. I've never been afraid to do anything on my own. Oh, no, that's stuck in there, stuck to the side again. That's fine. Whatever's. Oh, little pieces of match getting stuck in there. That's fine, huh? Light up those cards a little better for you. Can you see a little better over here then? You see a little better over here? Where was that other thing I used the other day? Move this little wickies over here. I'm gonna slip to the side again. Eh? I slipped to the side, that side. It was on this side before. You see the little wick? It's in there. This side. Instead of in the middle. Candle's almost done. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's okay. Even when I don't feel that way, it's always okay. Always. Always, always, always okay, okay, okay. Completion. So up there to the drum, gonna see what the drummy has to say. Eternal timing. You see that okay? There we go. Have a closer look at this one too while we do that. Okay. Wow, that's a 12. The 13, and then this one was the 14, wasn't it? Yeah, 12, 13, 14. We got to line up in the... I'll read them that way too. Okay. It's the drum and that other. So let's look at the drum, okay. The drum. What number's on the drum? 15, huh? 15 on the drum. The essence. The rhythm of the drum tunes you to the beating heart of the universe. Its wood frame links you to the trees and helps you journey to the lower world via the roots and the upper world through its branches. The drum skin gives the shaman the powers of the animal kingdom. Striking the drum calls forth the power of the thunder and the rumbling of the earthquake. The drum invites a trance state where healing and prophecy happen. The invitation. The drum invites you to take the next bold step in your journey. The forces of heaven and earth are aligned behind you, supporting effortless action. This is not a time to push against the river. The current will take you exactly where you want to go once you jump in. Collect your power tools and summon your courage, because it is going to be a wild and glorious journey. Allow yourself to be carried by the rhythm of what is really essential in your life. The medicine. You travel to the beat of a different drum. It's time to acknowledge you do not fit in a mold or role or relationship that is not in tune with you. Find your rhythm. Respond to the heartbeat of the distant drum. The price you pay for lingering becomes higher with each passing day. Now is the time to move on. The price you pay for lingering becomes higher with each passing day. Now is the time to move on. Now is the time. Is there something that's been calling you to just waiting? It ticks, right? Sometimes, I'm going to wait for this, I'm going to wait for that. But, some things, the things will rot or whatever. Or, especially if you're leaving somebody in silence and I don't know, are we clearly expressing ourselves so that we know? So we're not leaving a loved one in misunderstanding? Because the longer we let that go and don't clear up misunderstandings, that's how it gets worse. Because we're not taking the time to clear up those misunderstandings. So what is that? You being called to clear something up and you haven't taken action on that? You put it on the back burner, you just go, okay, I'll tend to that after, it'll be there, and then it's not there. Right? The price you pay for lingering becomes higher with each passing day. Now is the time to move on. Let it go, right? Let it flow. Stop blocking it. So this is the full moon and the second third. The archetype is the woman, the mother. The direction is west. The element is water. The animal is bear. And chakra is the heart and the throat. Oh, excuse me. The stage of the full moon is congruent with the woman, a mother stage. The lunar menstrual cycle is 28 and a half days long. The stage of the full moon marks its mid-cycle point and is the state of empowered energy. The full moon is on the 14th night, 7 days altogether, including the 3 days prior to its reaching peak fullness and the 3 days afterwards, from the 11th day of the cycle until the 17th of the lunar month. It is in the full moon's energy that we find the power to create, to actualize, to achieve, and to realize ideas. In the past, the full moon night was the time of the witches. This is the time to use unearthly energies, to pray, and to acquire results in the world. Full moon ceremonies are feminine empowerment rituals of self-actualization and acknowledgement of a woman's inner strength. Woman's inner strength. And we all have that, need to balance that out, that timing. So, is that creative energy something you've been creating, calling you to take that action on it? Work, right? Creative energy in that full moon cycle. It's that creative. What have you been called to create? And are you holding up? oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. I was just talking to my friend yesterday about, oh, I want to do the artwork and all that. I want to be creative. I'm just feeling this call. But it holds me up because, well, I need a studio. I'm going to have to have my paints and all that. Where I love writing, I can create pictures with words. And I don't need anything from that besides a pen and a notebook. So there's not a big setup or anything. Now I've got my computer. I don't have Wi-Fi, but I can still. I don't have internet. Internet's been cut off. But I can still type up my stories in there, right? To send them off, well, you know, I can save them in something and, you know, transfer it to my phone or something. I don't know, whatever. Whatever, the point being that I don't have to have this big major setup to get started. So I was 12. Let's go, that's the tops, the crows. And the coyotes over her. Oh, you don't have to wait till everything is imperfect. Sometimes we just need to go. We need to make that leap. We're waiting at everything to be perfect. We're all perfectly imperfect, so go with the time. It's perfectly imperfect for you. Okay, crow. Now I'm hiding that behind that button there. 13. Oh, look at that. And this is a 13, too. They're both 13s. What? How cool is that? And that's the 15. Wasn't it? 12, 13, 14, 15. Here we are. What's the number on that one? 9. 9 on the completion. Okay, the crow. Crow is the keeper of universal law, the law of truth. Crow teaches us to walk our talk, to find congruence between who we say we are and who we really know ourselves to be. The winged one insists that we speak truth, that we create truth instead of searching for it, and that we bring truth to every situation we find ourselves in. The invitation. When you speak the truth and practice truth, eventually everything you say becomes true. Your power to co-create with the truth is the universal law. Correct what is untrue in your life without judgment. Let the truth set you free. The medicine. Be true to your word. Crow arrives just as we have convinced ourselves that what we are doing is right and justified. And while this may be the case in the realm of relative truth, the higher realm of absolute truth, it is not. Look deeply into your heart and remain alert, lest you convince yourself of something that isn't deeply true for you. Or perhaps it is not the highest truth. Do not seduce yourself with illusions. Do not seduce yourself with illusions. See the truth of who you are. That you are worthy, that you are lovable, that you are loved, that you belong here, that you're connected to this earth, to all, that you're not separate from anyone. And then over here, the archetype is the grandmother, the north, the element is east, and the animal is buffalo. And the root chakra. The root chakra. The waning moon completes the cycle with the wise old woman. The last third of the lunar moon lasts from its 18th day until the 28th, the end of the cycle. At the stage of the waning moon, different dreams and emotions arise. This is a stage of supernatural absorption abilities. The time of female bleeding. It is a good time to rest and turn inward. It is a time to heal women's anger. At the end of the menstrual period, women must rest and release themselves from the past whilst making plans for the following cycle. With the start of a new moon, they begin a new cycle. Interesting. What's the cycles? Are you trying to change them? Are you going with the flow of them? Are you trying to go against those? A lot of times, and those cycles can surprise us, right? Do you keep track of your cycles? Do you see that? Everything's going great. Now, all of a sudden, I'm just feeling irritable. I don't feel good in my own skin. Well, hey, part of those cycles. Clearing out, right? Must heal that anger. Because we have so much shit that we got to put up with. Right? You got to put up and shut up and all that kind of stuff. What carries on there? I don't know. What happened in your life? I don't know. So let's look at that. That's the completion. We see, we find who we are, the completion. That's his number 14. I'm not sure what offhand what that one is. But let's look at that completion. See, it's the snake eating itself, transmuting those poisons. And that was number 9, didn't I say that was? Yeah. Okay. Completion, the essence. All things have a beginning, a middle, and an end. This is the nature of life, the seed, the flower, and the fruit. And of all human relationships. Completion suggests the fullness of the moment and the need to transform an old form into a new one. The invitation. You have finished a cycle, and there is no more growth or benefit from hanging on to the old. In regard to relationships, it is time to honor what has been and find a new form for the future. In your ventures, it is time to reap your harvest. Completion is a time for celebration. It is the end of summer when the fruit is ripe. The medicine. Clinging to the old form will bring only decay. When fruit is left too long on the vine, it rots. You know that it's time to move on, yet are reluctant. Do not be afraid of hurting anyone's feelings. Remember that you are responsible for your actions, not the actions of others. Mourn what is lost so you can move on. Do not be sad. Be like the sun at midday who shines brightly, neither longing for sunrise nor dreading the dusk. We need to make those moves. Are you holding yourself back from something? And we don't make those moves, and then we stay stuck and stagnant, right? You don't get anywhere if you don't move anywhere, right? You don't go anywhere if you don't move that. Move your feet to the steps, right? This is the red tent. The lunar time, a menstruation. The ancient tribes considered women's menstruation as a symbol of fertility and abundance. Blood is woman's power and the magic she is able to generate with the aid and inspiration of the moon. Blood connects woman to her body cycles and to those of the moon, a menstrual cycle of 28 days. When the moon was waning, women would rest together in the red tent. This is a very meaningful and empowering time for women, a time for turning inwards energetically and listening deeply within, a time of female unison for prayer and song out of respect for the cycles of the body and the moon, a time for cleansing and preparation towards a new lunar cycle. When women live together, attentive to the cycles of life, of the earth and the moon. Menstruation began for each woman at the same time, and women knew their bodies. So, man and woman, we need to get to know our bodies. We need to listen. You know, don't want to be better than anybody, but don't we want some better bodies, right? Take care of them better, right? No better or worse, it just is. Are you taking care of it or are you not? It's up to you. Are you projecting it on everybody else? Oh, you need to take care of my body. You need this or need this. Or you tap it into your cycles going, oh, you're the one making me cranky, not, oh, my body's going through these cycles and I'm just cranky about that. Do we project that out onto others? I don't know. What is that for you? Biggest heart hugs ever. Yes, thank you for being you, shining your light through in everything you do, because you know what, this world needs you to be you, fully, holy, and true, or else the world misses out on that gift that is you. Yes, you are a gift to the world. Biggest heart hugs ever. I already said that. I love you so much. Empower, not overpower. You can do it. Listen to that timing. Connect with your timing, okay? See when something is done and it's time to start something new, don't you know? Or is that fruit ripe and you're not going to pick that? It'll rot right there on the vine. So if something's ripe, it's time to go. You know, deal with that afterwards, right? You need to, whatever that is. Love yous, love yous, love yous, love yous. Have a wonderful, blessed day and weekend, and I'll see you around, peeps. Love yous. Thank you. Thank you.